Hey guys, Alex Khan here, and just talking about what's happening with, my situation with the little quarantines. So it's kind of surreal, everyone's just kind of quarantined. We can only go out for essential things. The only exception is when we go out to exercise, we can, be outside and be kind of free. Um, but I think some people are abusing this. But that's not the point of this video. I'm just talking about different things that I've been doing. So every day, I'll go out, once a day for a walk. Sometimes I'll jog. So you can see I'm pretty out of shape right now. So I'm slowly trying to get back into jogging again. Right now, I'm only doing like a mile, and then I'm like really winded. But back in the day, I could do 3 miles like it was nothing. And it was so easy for me that I started to do hit runs for 2 miles. If I tried hit runs for 2 miles, I would be dead. But yeah, so uh, besides exercising, I've been playing a lot more video games for my other channel where I'm still partnered up. So it's not just extra cash for income, but it's also kind of fulfilling for me because I like playing certain types of games such as Rome Total War, which most of you know that. Um, Today I didn't really do anything out of the ordinary. I was watching a lot of Netflix. Yeah, when this whole thing went down, I decided to get an account for Netflix. I even got a temporary account for CBS Access to watch Star Trek Picard, which, by the way, is an amazing series. Just as good as Star Trek Discovery. I still have like 2 episodes left, though. Netflix, man, there's so much to watch on Netflix. I watched that Tiger King show, which is very controversial. But I'll talk more about that later on. I just want to talk about my day today. Today, I watched Netflix, some CBS Access, and I was so bored that for my exercise today, I went on a bicycle, and I went around the area looking for this lost cat. It's this orange cat. Looks pretty young, probably like at least 1 years old. So I spent like an hour just going down each street looking for the cat. I didn't see anything today except for I saw 2 red-shouldered hawks, some vultures, and a squirrel. And of course I saw people walking their dogs, but that doesn't really count. But that's what I did today. I also have all these books that I want to read. This is my newest acquisition. It's Scipio Africanus, written by Richard Gabriel, and it's called Scipio Africanus, Rome's Greatest General. Definitely a great Roman commander. And yeah, he's very famous for defeating Hannibal. But he did a lot more before he took on Hannibal. He took on Hannibal's brothers. And some amazing feats that he performed in Iberia, or what do you call it? Hispaniola? I don't know what you call it. That whole area of modern day Spain, Portugal. And he's also famous for never having lost a battle. So, pretty good commander. And for his time, he was considered very crafty. He did a lot of things that were out of the ordinary by Roman standards. Standards. This is my newest acquisition, but I still want to finish this book called My Life, My Way by the Dukes of Hazzard star John Schneider. So, I'm only 43 pages. I fell into this rut where I have the book on my bed. I'm ready to read it. I just haven't been able to read it, but I've been watching so much Netflix that I'm so tired by the time I get to this. But once I finish this, I want to read a historical book. But I also have Christine, which is a piece of fiction, and I have Sally Fields in Pieces, which is an autobiography. So, I don't know. So many things. There's some things on Vudu that I want to see. I want to see Onward. I want to see The Invisible Man, but they're like $20 a piece. and I promised someone I'd watch it. And I can't wait for Mulan to come out. Now, this helmet is not from Mulan, but it's very similar to the helmet that she wears. Because it's, it's a Chinese, soldier's helmet. I got this one from the Tomb of the Dragon Emperor from the Mummy movies, starring Brendan Fraser and Jet Li. And this was worn by an extra. Let me check how much time I have left. Because this thing only records for 10 minutes. I got like 4.5 minutes left. But I'm so excited to watch Mulan. I hope they go the route that they took with Onward and just released it on digital. But that said, man, that's going to kill this movie. They spent millions upon millions of dollars shooting that movie. And if it doesn't get a theatrical release, oh man, it's going to hurt so hard for them. It's going to hurt so much. But I definitely want to see that movie. It looks fantastic. And I know people are complaining that there's no Mushu and that there's probably going to be no singing in it. But what you got to realize is, before Disney made a cartoon, this was already, hundreds of years old story. And people don't know if it's true or not. Some people think it might have been a myth created by whoever. But the bottom line is, the story is hundreds of years old, and it never involves singing or a little talking dragon. So I think Disney's going to do a good job with it. And I've seen some other renditions of the Mulan story. But I know Disney always makes quality work. Like, generally speaking, I wasn't a big fan of some of the movies and some of their choices. But overall, man, I'm always excited for a Disney movie. Especially one based on the Mulan legend. Some things that I miss. Oh God, I miss. I miss going to the theme parks. I live in Orlando. Like, going to Disney was like, it was like a weekly thing, if not every other week thing. And a lot of times, if you weren't going to like the theme parks, we would go to Disney Springs just to look around. And then you take it for granted how many people were there. There were thousands of people just swarming the area. In today's world, if you see that many people, man, you're going to have like a panic attack, because what we see now, when you see that many people, you see coronavirus. It's crazy. I'm looking forward to Halloween Horror Nights, if it still goes on, but because there's a big rumor that because of this, the quarantine still going on, it might cut into the time that Universal needs to prepare for Halloween Horror Nights, because they don't just prepare at the last second; they prepare for months. And there's a thing, they might not go through with it this year, but man, that was like one of my favorite times of the year, was going to Halloween Horror Nights. So good. I got some shirts from last year. I wear this one religiously, especially during Halloween Horror Nights. I'd wear this like almost all the time. This is the House of a Thousand Corpses house. That was like one of my favorite houses of all time for Halloween Horror Nights. Oh shoot, it's the same shirt. I meant to get my other shirt, which was the Us shirt. Now, I didn't like the Us movie that much, but man, I love that house. It was so good. It really recreated the feeling of the movie, which is kind of strange. I didn't like the movie that much, yet I still like this house. I just feel like they put so much work into it. They brought the movie to life. That's what I appreciated. I love when people bring things to life, like a book, a movie. I've got 50 seconds left. I still want to work on my Mad Max project. It's like 80% finished in terms of filming. I still have to edit it, but I still got to film the other 20%. Without that, I can't have my RC car mini movie. But yeah, I miss... Yeah, I hate people, but I miss people too. How are you guys doing with this quarantine? I miss a lot of you people. So I'll see you guys later. Tell me what you've been up to. Let's see. Yeah, it's counting down. 15 seconds. I'm just going to stop it.